YouTube! Dude, I don't know about you, but it's been a minute since we've actually done one of these.
Yeah, most of our videos have been
I feel really bad. Like I watch Miguel and Brian and
they're like doing a video every like 2 seconds.
Every day, yeah. I feel bad. So bad. But, but anyway.
Let's get on top of this and start doing more videos.
Today we're going to do an update video. We're going to take a look at the first clutch. So clutch 1901. And that was the mini ball clutch. I, believe it or not, still have one snake that has not shed from that clutch. It is eating, however, it's just not shed, which is the strangest thing I've seen. It's on its second meal, and it's choking it down right now, and it's in full shed. So it's any day now it'll shed. So we'll see. We'll take a look at that one last. But we're going to go through those and let you guys take a look at how all those turned out. I mean, there's some animals in there that are just absolutely amazing, and even some of what you would call lower end, if you will. You know, there's 3 pastel yellow bellies, and one of them is just ridiculous. It's like it's just so much blushing. Right. You know, I would guess there's more in there, but I have no idea what that would even be. So it just has to be some kind of variant or something like that.
Maybe it'll prove out to be a het pied, maybe.
Het pied doesn't usually het pied doesn't typically give you more blushing, so that's definitely not. Yeah. At least what I was talking about. Anyway, so stay right there. We're gonna flip this around and we're gonna take a look and kind of let you guys see what these guys look like. And this whole clutch, as painful as it is, this whole clutch is available. I was really back and forth about a couple of the what I would call the choice males in here, and from the best judgment that I can tell, and I've conferred with well-known people in the hobby, and they've also solidified my decision as far as what was there, and they are not pied. From what I can tell, so and that's really the only thing I was really after was a pied visual combo male, and we just didn't hit that in that clutch. So that's y'all's benefit. Somebody's gonna get a couple really badass animals.
That's 2 years in a row you were looking for a pied male. Last year you hit all girls, hit a bunch of pieds.
But
this year,
no pieds. I get it. But the pieds are just the 3 girls that I did hit, and you guys have seen them, are just insane. So it takes some patience. It takes some waiting to get them to size, and then if I'm gonna make heads with those, it's gonna be insane. Or if I get that right male and run it to all 3 of them, it's gonna be insane. Yeah. So almost no matter what I do with those 3, it's it's gonna just blow the lid off of that project, or at least put it off to a really good start.
Right.
So there we go. Stay right there. So this is the first one up. This is the one of the pastel males. Pastel yellow belly males. Again, everything in this clutch is going to be yellow belly. Great little headshot right there. And everything is also 66% het for pied. And just look at the flames. Like, flames for days. You don't got to mess with them. That's just crazy town. This is a boy. He is available. He's had 2 meals, so at least 2 more meals to make me comfy, and then he'll be ready to go. So pastel yellow belly, 66% het pied. All right, so this is pastel yellow belly number 2. This is a female. This is the one with the high blushing. The other one had some great blushing, but like, look at this all the way across. It's like the flames are so strong it connects from both sides. Unreal. And they both have such a crazy punch of color. It's insane. I mean, she looks really, really good. Look at that. Oh, that looks nice. Yeah, so pastel yellow belly. And you can see that neck. Look at that shot by the neck. That yellow belly coming up strong right up to the head. Yep, pastel yellow belly, 66% het pied. All right, And this is another pastel yellow belly female, 66% het pied. Pretty strong blushing with this one too. I mean, again, the flames just come up and they cross over and they connect. I mean, she looks so good. And this girl just ate yesterday, and she looks hungry already. Dude, that is just nuts. Again, like I said this in the beginning, I almost guessed that there's something else going on here, but to my best knowledge, there could be nothing else going on that would do all that blushing.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that head. That's just regular pastel. Oh, but you look at the body. It looks, again, this is another one. It looks almost super pastel from all the blushing. It's just insane. It's just insane. So anyway, pastel yellow belly, 66% het pied female. All right, so the next up is this pastel leopard yellow belly, 66% het pied male. And just a crazy ringer right there coming up. Looks really good, very bright, like just great contrast. The blacks, I mean, look at that black. That black is jet black. Really nice yellows. And this is definitely some wacky leopard that just looks, again, I wish I could keep them all. This looks good. And this is a boy. Pastel leopard yellow belly, 66% het pied. All right, so here we go again. This is a female. This is a really ridiculous looking pastel ivory. Now, again, there is Enchi in this pairing, but I didn't really see anything that jumped out Enchi. But you look at that head stripe; it really fattens up. It is all possible that this could be an Enchi ivory. But again, I'm not really sure. I've not produced an Enchi ivory before, so this will be sold as a pastel ivory, 66% het pied female. Will be priced accordingly. But that's just a great look at that. All those stripes. Whew. Looks good. So this is the other pastel ivory. This is the one, this is a female. She is not shed yet, although she's been really smoked out and her eyes just cleared kind of today, so she's probably going to be losing that skin any moment now. And if you look at the eye stripe on this one compared to the other one, they are drastically different. It's definitely not as wide. So again, the other one is, you know, kind of possible Enchi, but I'm not going to be working that into the mix because I cannot confirm that. But this girl will lighten up and look really good once she sheds. But she's got decent purple, nice yellows, and that head stamp. Oh, that's just crazy. And so this is also a pastel ivory, 66% het pied female. Alright, so this is one of the male pastel leopard ivory, 66% het pieds. You can see that there are tons of ringers on this gentleman, from here, 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 and then when you get down to the tail, there's even another one. But just crazy looking animal. They look really good, and talk about a powerhouse. Just insane. Yep. Pastel leopard ivory, 66% het pied. All right, this is another pastel leopard ivory, 66% het pied. This one just has a lot more color. He does have a single ringer, if you want to call it, but a lot more pattern, which is again throwing a lot more of this color saturation. And again, these guys have shed once, have had 2 or 3 meals, and are just really starting to color in. You know, another, say, 100 grams, and you should really see some nice, you know, saturation and difference in colors. That looks good. Very cooperative. Look at that. Look at my balls. Pastel leopard ivory, 66% het for pied male. Just looking good. There it is. That's nice. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I think that clutch was clutch.
Yeah, very, very. Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Every pun intended. But no, like the colors just keep getting a little bit better, and as much as I like all the combos and the leopard ivory stuff, which they're completely amazing, I think I'm actually more blown away by some of that pastel yellow belly stuff and like what's going on with a couple of them that has, like, it looks like it has the color saturation of a pastel, but the blushing of a super, which is weird because usually once you go to a super pastel, you kind of lose some of that contrast, you lose a little bit of that color. But like these are keeping all the contrast and color, but have like all the blushing to go with it. It's just weird.
Those 3 animals are amazing. Like
for just the bottom of the clutch, right?
Right. Right. And even the one pastel ivory that's still in shed still looks good.
Yeah, it's tough on video. She really didn't come through on video really good. And honestly, she's been in shed for so long, she's really kind of looking brown.
Right.
Like she looks a little dingy from just being in that skin for, I don't know how, like when was that clutch? That was what, the beginning of August? Or was that July? Was that July?
That was July 30th.
July 30th. So, I mean, we're really starting to push 30 days and she hasn't lost her first skin yet, which is crazy.
Yeah.
But she's eating. She's had 2 meals and healthy to all other accounts, and just I don't know.
She just needs to shed.
Yeah, it's just weird, and she doesn't look like, a lot of times they'll that if they don't shed right away, that skin kind of makes them look a little tight and a little funky. So unless she shed and went into shed again, and I didn't see the first one, maybe, because like I don't count sheds to animals.
Yeah, because we keep them all together until they have their first.
Yeah, so they all go together. They're on saturated paper towel, and they go into the rack, and we dampen it down every day just to keep everything really humid and moist for them, so that they'll shed with no problem. And they all shed with no problem. There was no broken sheds or anything. But I don't count the sheds. So unless she shed like first,
and then just happened
to go right into shed again, I guess it's all possible. But I'm really thinking that she just didn't shed yet. So
and we'll keep you posted. We'll post up on Instagram and stuff once she sheds, so that way.
Oh yeah, well we'll have.
What she looks like.
And again, on our website, what we're doing, and it's not original to us. We're kind of copycatting some other really popular people that we admire a lot, and we're trying to make the website kind of similar. So we're logging all our pairings. So if you go to our website, ectothermicdungeon.com, there is a pairings tab at the top of the website, and then it's by year. So you can click on the year, and you're going to get a whole profile of every pairing we've done. And then as we get clutches, we update those blocks with how many eggs. And then once the eggs hatch and we're able to identify the animals, we go back and we update the sex ratios and the morphs. And then as they shed out, we'll take a couple individual pictures and a group photo, and it kind of goes in there. So it kind of logs the whole process, if you will. And it's a way that you guys can follow along with us to take a look at that and see where things are, where we're going, at least for that year.
Right.
We're not so far into it that we've done next year yet, because we're still
trying to finish up this year.
Well, we're finishing up this year, but I mean, I have laid out most of the pairings that I wanted. But from the first time I've done it on probably like 4 or 5 girls, I've kind of changed my mind based on other pictures I've seen or kind of where my brain really wants to see things go. So, and those are all likely to change again come by, November, December.
Right.
So.
And we just ultrasounded a few girls tonight, and looks like we're probably going to have another 5 or so possibly. Maybe 4 for
definitively
you.
2 for me,
1 for
possibly 2 more.
Yep, and then I got one that she was what, 32?
32, 34.
So that'll be my final one for the year.
Yeah. And then if these, so with the girls that are left, I have a pastel inchy yellow belly 66% het ghost that is at 20 centimeters. So I'm definitely going to pair her again, which we got the boy in there, and that is a pastel cinnamon inchy. Possible yellow belly. We'll see when he gets in there and gets busy. 66% het ghost. So there could be some definite supers and things coming out of that, which will be fantastic.
Yep.
I have a pinstripe female that we produced a couple years ago that just is super clean. You guys have seen videos on her before. We've posted pictures of her, and just like I'm probably going to call her Velvet, because that's really what she looks like all the time, when she's in clean skin. And she's at 20 centimeters as well, and she was paired to the OD Fire. So we will continue to put them together, and hopefully those two look like they're going to go. So that's exciting. And then my tri-stripe is 14 centimeters, and we've got that's a cinnamon het tri, and I got a yellow belly het tri in there. So hopefully she continues to progress, and that looks good. And then the other one is the pastel red stripe yellow belly, and she has seen Pastel Clown, and she has seen the new guy that you guys have saw that came from JKR. He not too long ago just came out of quarantine and hopped right in there and got a lock in, and now she's actually showing follicular development where she's been off food for a while, and I've not been able to get any readings on our ultrasound. Now, that could be skill, that could be the ultrasound. It's a lower end ultrasound, but it ultrasounds, and like if you work it, you can find stuff, but it takes patience and a lot of time with girls. So if you have a small collection, it's not too bad, but we will be looking hopefully 2020, 2021 to kind of upgrade that and get into something a little bit better. But this was the first time I was able to grab a reading on her, and she's at 13 centimeters as well. So that's exciting. So hopefully the Blade Clown Het Lav Pos Het Pied is the one that gets that and really put some cool stuff out. So that's really kind of what mine looks like.
Yeah, and the final one for me is a black pastel pinstripe het pied that went to our albino pied. So hopefully black pastel pinstripe pieds het albinos.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, not at all.
I
can use some visual black pastel pieds. I don't have any of those
for sure.
yet.
And then on the agenda for us, we will be at the White Plains show that's coming up on the 8th.
Yep.
So September 8th, we will be there. We will be in the annex unless I get a magic phone call from Bruce where they get something that opens up on the main floor. So yeah, we'll have our setup in there, and we'll have the crazy light system, which I want you guys to stop by and check it out. There's not another table at the show that has a light setup the way ours is, and it's really inexpensive. I guess its only downfall is really breaking it down, but I don't want to get into that too much. That's not what this video is for, and we're kind of rambling on now. I could talk all day long. So maybe we'll do a live stream on
Kind of slap it
DIY
together,
stuff or
yeah.
whatever, and we can talk about racks and lighting and all that stuff. But anyway, thank you guys so much for following us. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to spend a little bit of time with us. And I don't know, it's been a minute since we've done like a recorded video with editing, and I kind of miss it.
Yeah, we need to get on top of it more. We're gonna start.
Well, it's not on top of it. I like the live streams. The live streams are fun because you get a lot of interaction.
Yep.
There's really no interaction. Like I have to pretend you're engaged and you're on the other side of the table. But
Speaking of live streams, we actually have an egg cutting that's coming up here shortly. They're due 60 days would be 9/2, so we're literally right around the corner. So we could be doing a live stream the next few days.
yeah, toward the end of the week.
Yep.
So stay dialed into Instagram.
And definitely stay tuned to our website, www.ectothermicdungeon.com, as we will be updating the website with all of the snakes. So keep an eye on there and see what we got.
And then Tinley. Woo! All right, y'all. Thanks again. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.